Good afternoon, children. In the previous class, I have discussed some chemical properties like alkylation and acylation. Today, I will discuss some more chemical properties of amines. These properties are also very important, so you have to go through them very thoroughly and you have to understand them. The next property is known by the name of carbyl amine reaction. The carbyl amine is methyl or ethyl isocyanide. Primary and only primary amine react with chloroform in the presence of KOH or NaOH or KOH. I can take here NaOH even. It will make methyl isocyanide. This is known by the name of carbylamine. There will be formation of potassium chloride and water. This carbyl amine is having very unpleasant smell. This is used to distinguish between primary and secondary or primary and tertiary amines, because primary amine only give this test, secondary and tertiary amine do not give this test. So this is a test to distinguish between primary and secondary or primary or tertiary amines. In the board, a question was asked, write a test to distinguish between carbon tetrachloride and chloroform. There is no reaction of chloroform given in your book. Only you have to write this test. Carbon tetrachloride will not give this test, but this test will be given by chloroform, and there will be formation of methyl isocyanide or carbyl amine. So in that manner you can distinguish between carbon tetrachloride and chloroform. The next chemical reaction is the reaction with that of a nitrous acid. It is a reaction with nitrous acid. Reaction with nitrous acid. Nitrous acid is prepared by the reaction of sodium nitride with HCl. It is HONO. This test is given both by aliphatic and aromatic amines. If the reaction of any aliphatic amine is done with nitrous acid, NaNO2 and HCl, there will be formation of methyl diazonium salt, CH3 N2 positive, Cl negative. This methyl diazonium salt is very much unstable. All the diazonium salts which are being prepared by aliphatic amines, they are very much unstable. They are converted after heating immediately into nitrogen and alcohol. This nitrogen is quantitative in nature. It is used for the estimation of proteins and that of a amino acids. And we can very easily write the reaction. When this diazonium salt is heated with water, there will be formation of alcohol with the release of nitrogen, and the HCl that will be released. And this nitrogen, as I have told you, it is quantitatively estimated this is used or this is estimated for the test of proteins and that of amino acids. But aromatic diazonium salts are very much stable. These aromatic diazonium salts are prepared from aniline. These are prepared at a very low temperature of 273 or 300 Kelvin. So there will be a formation of benzene diazonium chloride. Benzene diazonium chloride. It is very much stable. It is a very much reactive compound. It can be used for the preparation of large number of compounds, and it does not decomposes in the form of alcohol and nitrogen like aliphatic is decomposed. It is not stable, but the aromatic diazonium salt, it is a stable salt. So in this manner we can write the reaction. This reaction is also given by primary amines. The secondary and tertiary amines, they react in a different manner with that of a diazonium salt. If I write reaction for secondary amine, there will be formation of nitrosamine. The reaction is R NH2 plus reaction with nitrous acid HONO. There will be elimination of a water molecule. It will be R N double bond O. This is known by the name of a nitrosamine. Similarly, the tertiary amine will react in the different manner. R, this will be secondary amine, R2NH. Now R3N, if the reaction is done with HONO, there will be formation of R2 R3N HONO. When it will be heated, there will be formation of R2N double bond O with the release of alcoholic molecule. So this is the reaction for that of a tertiary amines. In the case of secondary amine, there is a nitrosamine. In the case of tertiary amine, there is a nitrosamine. Beside that, there will be formation of alcohol. Again, I am telling, because these two reactions are not given in NCERT, the primary amine gave diazonium salt. But the secondary and tertiary amine, they react in a different manner. If the reaction of secondary amine is done with nitrous acid, it is R2N, single bond N, double bond O, nitrosamine. If the reaction of tertiary amine is done with nitrous acid, there will be formation of an initially salt R3N HONO, which on heating will give again nitrosamine, and there will be the release of alcohol beside that will be taking place. So these were the reaction of aliphatic amines. Now I will come to the electrophilic substitution reactions and a distinguishing test between that of a primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols. There is a reagent. This is known by the name of benzene sulfonyl chloride. This benzene sulfonyl chloride is used to distinguish between primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols. When the reaction of the first part, when the reaction of primary amine is done with benzene sulfonyl chloride or Heisenberg reagent, benzene sulfonyl chloride. The reaction is done with primary amine HCH3. There will be removal of HCl. The reaction is done in the presence of base stronger than amines, that is pyridine, which help in the removal of HCl. There will be formation of, I can write it like this, SOONHCH3. This test is given by that of only that amine which is having acidic hydrogen. Primary and tertiary amine give this test, but they do this test in a different manner. There is a presence of acidic hydrogen. This compound is soluble in alkali. If it is heated with acid, it will give insoluble material. This test is given by those amines which are having replaceable hydrogen. There will be formation of a compound that is called methyl benzene sulfonide. It is containing one acidic hydrogen. This compound is soluble in alkali, and when it will be heated with acid, there will be formation of insoluble material. But if the same test is done with that of a secondary amine, Cl, and it is C2H5, or I will write here C2H5. Again, there will be removal of HCl. There will be formation of compounds SOON C2H5. There is no acidic hydrogen present in this compound. This is N,N-ethyl sulfonamide. So in this case, there is no acidic hydrogen attached with nitrogen. So that is why this compound will be insoluble in alkali. This compound will not form any compound with alkali. This will be insoluble in alkali, whereas this will be soluble in alkali. And the tertiary amines, that is R3N, they will not react no reaction with benzene sulfonyl chloride. There will be no reaction with that of a benzene sulfonyl chloride. So this test is used for distinguishing between primary, secondary and tertiary amines. Carbylamine test is used to distinguish between primary and secondary or primary and tertiary. But this test is used to distinguish between primary, secondary and tertiary amines. Now I will discuss the ring substitution reaction, that is the reaction of benzene ring. These are known, you already know, these are all electrophilic substitution reactions. But in the case of amines, these electrophilic substitution reactions are entirely different from the reactions which you have studied in carboxylic acid, in phenols, in haloalkane and haloarenes. Now, the first reaction is bromination or halogenation. The first electrophilic substitution reaction, is, first one is halogenation or bromination. If the reaction of aniline is done with bromine water, there will be formation of 2,4,6 tribromoaniline, Br, and there will be formation of white precipitate. This can be used for testing aniline. If you want to distinguish aniline from aliphatic amines, this test can be used. Now, this NH2 group is very much reactive. It activates the benzene ring. Now suppose we want to obtain mono-substituted product. For obtaining mono-substituted product, this aniline should be protected. This aniline should be protected by using acid anhydride in the presence of, always it is done, pyridine. This NH2 is to be protected and the reaction is done in the presence of pyridine. After that, the reaction is done with halogen and then the hydrolysis of the product is done. So we get ortho and para mono-substituted products. So let me write the reaction. The reaction is aniline the reaction is with CH3CO whole twice O pyridine. The first reaction will be, there will be formation of acid analyte NHCOCH3. The next reaction will be with bromine. There will be formation of ortho and para, both the compounds are formed, but the para is the only main product. So I will write here para. After that, the hydrolysis is done in the presence of acid or base. There will be formation of NH2 and Br. So this reaction is done for the bromination. When we want to get any mono-substituted product, in acetyl there is a presence of carbonyl group. The lone pair of electron that will be only taken by carbonyl group. So that is why that will deactivate the ring. The reaction will be taking place like this. That is N lone pair of electron H CO CH3. This lone pair will be taken by this benzene ring, this carbonyl group, and there will be formation of a resonating structure, that is NH double bond CO CH3. The reaction will be taking place like this. There is a formation of resonating structures, and because of the formation of resonating structure, there will be the deactivation of this compound will be taking place. So the reactivity becomes only very much slow. No ortho and para products are being formed, and later on when the halogenation is done, this halogen group attaches itself at the para position, and after that when hydrolysis is done, there is a formation of only para substituted and ortho substituted, both the products are formed, but ortho is in minor form and para is in major form जो है. The next process is nitration. The nitration is also different in this case. The next product is nitration. You know, in nitration the reaction is done with nitric acid in the presence of sulfuric acid. The nitric acid is an oxidizing agent, but in this case it will go terry oxidation. That means that there will be formation of a nitro compound along with that of a meta product also. You know, whenever we were doing the reactions of nitration, either there was orthopara or there was a meta product. But in this case, there will be formation of a terry oxidation product, because when the oxidation of aniline will be taking place, it will form anilinium ion, and that anilinium ion is meta directing. So the reaction will be taking place in a substantial amount. The meta isomer will be produced. The reaction is done for aniline in the presence of HNO3 and H2SO4. There will be formation of a, if we see, there will be formation of a nitro product at the para position, NH2, that is 51%. There will be formation of ortho product, that will be 2%, and there will be formation of meta product, that will be 47%. So substantial amount of only these products are formed. In the same manner as we have done earlier in the halogenation, here also we can obtain para substituent only just by protecting the aniline by using again acetic anhydride in the presence of pyridine. So that reaction will be, if we do the reaction with ethanoic anhydride, pyridine, there will be formation of again acetanilide, NH, CO, CH3. Later on reaction is done with HNO3 and that of a, in the presence of H2SO4. There will be formation of again NH, CO, CH3, and at the para position this nitro group will take, and when the reaction is done with H positive and OH negative, there will be formation of NH2 and there will be obtaining of para isomer will be taking place. The next reaction is known by the name of sulfonation. You know, in sulfonation the reaction is done with sulfuric acid. When the reaction is done with sulfuric acid, first there will be formation of always benzene sulfonate. There will be formation of anilinium hydrogen sulfate. There will be formation of anilinium hydrogen sulfate. This anilinium hydrogen sulfate will be heated to give sulfonalic acid. Let me write the reaction. This will be heated to give sulfonalic acid. The reaction of aniline with sulfuric acid, H2SO4, there will be formation of benzene anilinium hydrogen sulfate, NH3 positive, HSO4. This is benzene, anilinium, or I will simply write anilinium hydrogen sulfate. When it will be heated, there will be a formation of a dipolar compound which is known by the name of sulfonalic acid. There will be formation of NH2 SO3H. This is dipolar compound. It carries positive as well as negative charge. It carries positive as well as negative charge, and this is known by the name of zwitterion. Very important term. How it will make? This will be NH3 positive. One of the hydrogen will be migrated from here and SO3 negative. So this is a dipolar ion. There is a migration of one of the hydrogen from SO3H towards NH2, and it is known by the name of zwitterion. This is known by the name of zwitterion. Now I will discuss one more reaction which is not given in your book. That was actually in diazonium salts, but the reaction is with aniline. So I will discuss that reaction. If the reaction of diazonium salt is done with aniline, there is a formation of azodite takes place. This azodite is containing azo group, and this is a yellow dye. Let me write the reaction. If the reaction of benzene, diazonium salt and triple bond and Cl plus the reaction of aniline is taking place H, there will be removal of HCl and there will be formation of a yellow dye. This is known, N double bond N is known by the name of azo group, and this is a only para amino azo benzene. This is known by the name of para amino azo benzene, and it is a yellow dye. All the reactions which we have read, electrophilic substitution reaction, there was reaction alkylation and acylation, Friedel-Crafts alkylation and acylation, but aniline does not undergo Friedel-Crafts acylation or acetylation. The reaction is done in the presence of aluminium chloride, which act as a catalyst, because this aniline will make a salt with that of aluminium chloride. So there will be no reaction with that of a Friedel-Crafts or Friedel-Crafts alkylation or acylation reaction will not be taking place today. Now, all these were the reactions of amines. If there is any query, just tell me. I can repeat the reaction once. So, you go through your book thoroughly and do these reactions, because all these reactions are very much important and large number of conceptual questions. These are being given on the basis of these reactions. So, you go through these reactions and read them.